Hello everybody. In this video, I want to do a little bit of a discussion of the difference between stacked and wide format data and a tool that I've created for y'all so that you can actually convert between stacked and wide format, or between wide to stacked, um, so that you can use your Jamovi tools and some other tools that we have very easily. So Jamovi really wants data to be in stacked format, where each column is a variable. So we've got variable 1 for our time, and we've got variable 2 as our group. Wide format data, which we will see sometimes, it will have the group A and the group B, and then it will have the variable of time for each of those groups underneath it. The wide isn't necessarily bad, it's just not kind of the more standard format that most of our data analysis softwares wind up actually using. So we have to be able to see the difference between them. So remember, for each row here, this is a subject. So this is like subject 1, this is subject 2. Let's see if I can do this. Subject 2. If I highlight all the way down, I get all the way through subject 15. Now over here, the rows don't mean anything. Like this is subject 1's information next to, I think, like subject 5's information. So the rows don't mean anything here. We lose some information here, but this is how we organize this in wide format. Okay, let me show you this really cool tool that I built. You can do this by hand. You can just label A and we could copy all the options of A and paste them over, copy all the options of B, paste them over, options of A, paste, options of B, paste, options. It's kind of a tedious and it's not optimal. We could sort them. So if we did subject here, we could sort these guys. So we could highlight all of this row. We could say, if we click on this, go down to the sort and do like a custom sort. And we could sort by the time. Nope, we'll sort by the group and we'll go from Z to A and click OK. And now we have all of our A measurements together and all of our B measurements together. And we could sort them like that and kind of do it by hand. It's just kind of a pain. So let me show you an alternative that I made for you. So I'll post this up on the website, but it's called Wide to Stacked. When you download it, if you're on a Mac, you need to be able to enable all of the macros. It has a couple of buttons in here that are super helpful. But Wide to Stacked right here, if you're on a PC, you have to do this after you download. You're going to right click on it. You're going to come down to the properties. And a lot of times when you have a macros in your workbook, Excel protects you from them so that like viruses don't get into your computer or stuff. But I'm going to give you this. I made it myself. It doesn't have any viruses in it. To use it, you've got to go down and click unblock and click apply and then click OK. So again, how you get there, right click on the file, you go to properties, and then if you see it, because I unclicked it, like it's not here anymore, but you'll do unblock, apply, and OK. Okay, after you do that, we can open up this wide to stacked. Give it a second. Okay, so right now I have some data in here already where I had type A, type B, type C, type D. I copied that data, I pasted it in over here. This is just, sometimes you have to do a little bit of formatting when you copy and paste it. So this is just kind of a sandbox area over here. I pasted it in and the blue columns must have your labels in them. And then below it is just your individual observations. And then it creates a values column and a groups column. Super handy. And then when you're done, let me go ahead and enable the content. That's fine. We can close out of that. I'm just going to go ahead and click clear data and it will clear everything out for us. And now we're ready to go. So let's go ahead and grab this, the wide format data that I've got. So I'm going to copy this, copy. And in here, I'm just going to paste it just to make sure everything looks good. And it does. So I pasted it in. So I'm going to copy this and I'm going to paste it just as values right here for A and B. And check this out. It will now stack that. Instead of having the A's and the B's here, it puts those groups over here and then the values on the left-hand side. And now we can copy this. We can copy our new stacked data. So, no, not paste, sorry. Copy that. Let's open up Jamovi. And if we wanted to paste it in, we certainly could. And we pasted it in. Now notice when I pasted it in, I had a problem. Oh no. Okay. So when I pasted it in, I pasted my group, my values and my group labels here. And that is a problem because it won't read this left column as numerical data now. So I gotta fix that. How do I fix that? I can just delete that row right there. But if I delete it, I'd delete all of that stuff over there as well. Cancel. I think what I'm going to do is just Control Z and undo what I did. Let's go back to our wide to stacked. So instead of copying all the way up at the top, I can do a couple things. I could copy just the values, come over and I can paste them, and then I can label and maybe I want this treated as continuous. I'll create this as time, and then another one I can say group, and there we go. So now I have everything that I need very handy dandily done right here. And I now converted from where I saw wide format data and I converted it to stacked. The other option that you have is that if you took this, let's copy all of that. So we'll just say copy. If I open up a new Excel file, I could paste it in there. I just pasted 1, 2, 3. I can do file, save as. We'll put it in the downloads and we'll just call this book 1. That's fine. I'll save it. And now if I go to Jamovi, since it has those labels in there, I could now go to open, go to browse, go to your downloads, grab that. I called that book 1, open, and now it correctly imports the titles up here. And it just is viewing this as just like integer data, but I could say that, hey, I want this to be continuous, and it will treat it as such. So super handy that you are able to manipulate between stacked and wide. Typically, like we like to see data in stacked format, but you'll see it in wide plenty times, and it's easy to change it out from wide to stacked with the little tool that I've got called wide to stacked. Okay, good luck, y'all.